Shadow manipulation as a core stealth mechanic is something very few games attempt. Origami 2 built its entire identity around it, and the result is a stealth system that rewards patience and punishes impatience in equal measure. You teleport between shadows, chain silent takedowns, and string together assassination sequences that feel choreographed even when you are improvising completely. The Shadow Essence system means staying in light too long actively drains your ability to use your best tools, so the darkness is not just cover, it is your resource. The co-op stealth with two other players coordinating shadow jumps and simultaneous takedowns produces moments that no single-player stealth game can replicate. And the specific ability that lets you erase your own existence from an enemy's recent memory is something most players unlock and then immediately wonder how they played without it. Sam Fisher on PS5 via backward compatibility still plays cleaner than most modern stealth games released after it. Blacklist refined everything Conviction dealt and delivered a stealth sandbox that gives you genuine freedom in how invisible you want to be. The Perfectionist difficulty removes the action-heavy options almost entirely and forces pure stealth decision-making through every single level. Movement speed, body dragging, light meter management, sound radius awareness, all of it becomes critical simultaneously. The levels are designed with multiple routes that reward scouting before committing. The Paladin hub between missions hides a piece of environmental storytelling that most players walk past every single time without realizing what it is actually showing them about Sam's mental state across the campaign. After years of open-world RPG bloat, Mirage stripped Assassin's Creed back to what it originally was, a pure stealth assassination game where blending, trailing, and clean kills are the primary language. Basm's tools are focused and purposeful, the throwing knives for distraction, the smoke bombs for clean escapes, the eagle vision for target identification and dense crowds. Baghdad is a city designed around stealth opportunity. Rooftops connect, alleyways offer shadow corridors, guards have patrol patterns worth studying before you move. The black box assassination missions give you a target, a location, and complete freedom in how you reach and eliminate them. No waypoint, no guided approach, just a problem and your tools. The most creative solution in the entire game is available in a mission most players brute force without ever discovering the elegant route hiding underneath. The Clockwork Mansion. If you know, you stop reading and just nod. If you do not know, Dishonored 2 puts you inside a building that physically rearranges its rooms on mechanical tracks while you are moving through it, and clearing it without a single kill or alert is one of the most satisfying stealth puzzles ever designed. Emily and Corvo have different power sets that create genuinely different stealth experiences. Emily's domino links enemy fates together, so a single non-lethal takedown drops multiple guards simultaneously. Corvo's blink is the more precise surgical tool. Both reward creative problem-solving over direct application. The specific non-lethal solution to the Clockwork Mansion's primary target is hidden well enough that a significant percentage of players finish the game without ever knowing it existed. No stealth game has ever given you more tools and then trusted you completely to figure out what to do with them. MGSV drops you into open Afghan landscapes and African jungle bases and says nothing. The solution space is genuinely enormous. Fulton extraction, tranquilizer rifles, cardboard boxes with magazine distractions, buddy systems with a sniper who covers your movement, weather systems that reduce enemy vision and sound detection simultaneously. The systems layer in ways that create emergent stealth scenarios no designer explicitly planned. The FOB online invasion system puts a real human player as the defender of a base you are infiltrating in real time. Stealth against an actual person watching camera feeds and listening for footsteps is a fundamentally different experience from stealth against AI. And the item that completely breaks that system in your favor is locked behind a mission most players abandon halfway through. Prey is not marketed as a stealth game. That is exactly why its stealth systems surprise people so completely when they discover them. The glue cannon freezes enemies and environmental objects simultaneously, creating instant cover in open rooms. The Mimic ability lets you transform into any small object in the environment, a coffee cup, a trash can, a clipboard, and the AI genuinely loses you when you do it correctly.
Stealth in Prey is less about shadows and more about understanding how the Typhon perceive the world and exploiting those perception rules creatively. The operator robots that patrol Talos 1 have a detection system based on sound propagation that almost nobody reads about in the tutorial, and almost everybody wishes they had when a ghost run falls apart in the medical bay.
3 massive games worth of content, 1 launcher, and a disguise-based stealth sandbox that has been refined across years of updates into something genuinely close to perfect. Every location is a puzzle box. Paris, Sapienza, Marrakesh, Miami, Mumbai. Each map hides multiple assassination methods per target that require different disguises, different routes, and different timing to execute. The silent assassin rating demands 0 witnesses, 0 bodies found, and a target killed by your hand specifically. Achieving it on a first run without a guide is deeply satisfying. Achieving it on a map you know well using a method you designed yourself is something else entirely. The elusive targets, time-limited real-world events where a unique target appears once and disappears permanently whether you succeed or fail, create genuine stealth tension that no other game in the genre has successfully replicated. Most people never play Cyberpunk 2077 as a stealth game. The ones who do find something the open world was clearly designed to support, and the RPG systems reward at a surprisingly deep level. A full stealth Netrunner build lets you hack cameras to survey entire floors before entering, remotely neutralize guards through environmental systems, and move through corporate skyscrapers without a single person ever knowing you were there. The Quick Hack system has a dedicated stealth branch that includes Memory Wipe, removing your presence from a guard's awareness after they spot you, which is the single most overpowered stealth ability in any PS5 game. The Phantom Liberty expansion has a specific infiltration mission that was clearly designed with a full stealth Netrunner in mind, and completing it that way unlocks a conversation outcome that the loud approach makes completely unavailable. Adam Jensen never asked for these stealth augs. Good thing, because they are exceptional. Mankind Divided's augmentation system gives you a stealth toolkit that scales with how deeply you invest in it, and the ceiling on a full stealth build is very high. The Icarus Dash, the cloaking system, the remote hacking for destruction and door control, Prague as a city is designed with enough vertical space and alternative routes that a stealth purist can complete almost the entire game without entering direct line of sight with a single enemy. The level design communicates stealth routes through environmental language rather than markers, which rewards observation over instruction. The bank heist mission in this game is considered by stealth game designers to be a benchmark level. The number of independent stealth solutions available in that single location is something most entire games do not match. Jin Sakai is a samurai who learns to be a ghost. That internal conflict between honor and necessity is the story. The stealth is the argument that necessity wins. Crouching through tall grass, using the wind to identify patrol directions, using the guiding wind mechanic to silently navigate between enemy positions, the stealth in Ghosted Tsushima feels like it belongs to the world it is set in, rather than being imported from another game's design language. The Mythic Tales unlock techniques that include a stealth assassination move that triggers a slow-motion environmental reaction so beautiful it gets clipped and shared every time someone sees it for the first time. Legends Node adds stealth missions with co-op that use the wind and grass systems in ways the single-player campaign never pushes to their full potential. One specific Legends raid section requires 4 players coordinating silent movement in a way that single-player stealth never demands. 2 assassins, 1 island, a time loop that resets every day, and a stealth system that evolves as your knowledge of the loop deepens. Deathloop stealth is fundamentally about information. The more you know about the visionary schedules, the more precisely you can position yourself to take multiple targets in a single loop without triggering a full alert. Early runs are messy because you do not know enough. Late runs, when you have the full picture, can be executed with the clean efficiency of someone who has already seen every variable play out. Juliana invading your game as a human player hunting you while you are mid-stealth sequence is a specific kind of pressure that the AI version never truly replicates. And the weapon infusion she drops when you finally catch her is worth the paranoia every single time. The web-based stealth in Spider-Man 2 is the most visually expressive stealth system on PS5, and it is not particularly close. Hanging from a web beneath a ledge, pulling enemies silently upward,
swinging between vantage points at speed while guards look the wrong direction. It is stealth that looks like a comic book panel in motion. Miles and Peter have different stealth tools that create different feeling approaches. Miles using his camouflage ability to walk through a room full of armed enemies while they look directly at him and see nothing, produces a specific power fantasy that lands harder than most games manage with their entire combat systems. The symbiote stealth sections, where the rules change completely and the tools available shift to something darker and faster and more aggressive, bridge stealth and combat in a way that makes both feel better by contrast.
Cyberpunk parkour stealth at a speed that should not be compatible with the word stealth. Ghost Runner 2 moves faster than most action games, and somehow built a stealth layer underneath all of that velocity. This sensory boost ability slows time during a run, letting you read enemy positions and plan a silent route through a complex while moving at full speed. The grappling hook creates vertical stealth positioning that most stealth games never consider because they are not built around momentum-based movement. The combination of speed and silence creates a playstyle that feels completely unique in the genre. The motorcycle levels introduce stealth mechanics that function at vehicle speed through neon-lit highways full of drones, and it works in ways that defy reasonable expectation. And the boss encounter that requires combining stealth positioning with the full movement system at simultaneous maximum capacity. Every stealth system in every Arkham game was building toward this. The dual play mechanic lets you switch between Batman and Nightwing, Red Hood, or Catwoman mid-Predator sequence, setting up simultaneous takedowns on opposite ends of a room that the remaining enemies cannot tactically process. The environmental design of every Predator room in Arkham Knight is a masterclass in stealth sandbox construction. Grates, vantage points, breakable walls, explosive gel panels, inverted takedown ledges, water for silent movement. Every room is a different puzzle with the same tools and a different solution depending on how you read the guard positions. The Knight's militia are smarter than any enemy in any previous Arkham game. They sweep in teams, they watch vantage points, they check grates, they have specialists designed specifically to counter Batman's most reliable tools. And the Predator room in the game's final act strips away every environmental advantage you have relied on for 30 hours and asks what you actually learned.